Well, that sucked. Wow. I don't think I've ever been on a track. I shouldn't say that. I've been on a lot of bad tracks, but a track that is supposed to be, and again, maybe I'm wrong. I remember racing lots of times at Mohawk when they just screwed the track up. And then nobody screwed the track up today. Mother Nature did. But, geez, it's pretty good. Well, not bad. So, there was talk of canceling the races today. And I talked to you that if the track was bad, we'd scratch yes, no. When we got there today, the track was pretty good. It was hard, wet. But that's just because they dumped a ton of rock dust on it. There wasn't a ton on it yesterday. That's why the track was so sticky and awful yesterday. The problem is they just dumped stone in along the rail, which made it very deep. And the further we got into the race car, the worse it got. You could see it if you go back and look at the chart lines of the horses from race 1 through to whenever. I didn't stay for the Jughead, but I'm sure the Jughead is not exempt. So, raced, yes, he raced good. I did a video before. I didn't want to move. Those are good horses. We got what we got. We got what we got, and that's it. Now, when it came to the fillies, it became evident that the rail was very deep. I just kept seeing them go out with this truck and dump stone on the inside. Dump it, and dump it, and dump it. Well, it's not cement. It's going to turn into a deep, heavy, very taxing track. Now, that's bad enough. But when you factor in the fact that Sweet on Pete races with a fairly significantly tight hobble and a heavy pair of bar shoes on, not good. Purple Aura races with a heavier shoe on and flip-flops. Just about the two kinds of footwear that you would absolutely not want on this track. But it's not like we just say, I'm going to change it all. Okay, so Sweet on Pete makes a break, and I'll say I should have rolled the dice with those bar shoes, shouldn't I? Purple Aura swings to the pace. Guess I should have left those flip-flops on, shouldn't I? I just went through this with Blue Bayou Dio in Lexington. So, I got away on the front with Sweet on Pete. She felt strong. Up to the quarter, good. Coming to the half, I got a pretty good hold of her. I knew who's coming. It's Aaron. For sure, it's Aaron. I got a pretty good hold of her, and Caviar Roxy Dew wheels up onto my wheel. He's chasing her. He's got the earplugs out. I haven't even asked her yet. I'm thinking, that's one of the ones to beat. I'm loaded. You're empty. I'm a winner. We start down the backstretch, and he starts inching up closer to my bridle. I just tap her on the tail. She goes on a bit. Then she starts running in, getting into the turn. She was tired. She walked. So I said to Jason after, not that I need to know, but if the guy's around with the scope. And Jason was the one that said, you want to get her scoped? Originally I said no. And then he said the guy was around and he got her scoped. And she was clean. She was just tired. Tired. Combination of track, Mother Nature, footwear, and hobbles is more than enough. More than enough to tire her out. Now, as we're going into Purple Aura's race, I know all this. If you had to come up to me before the race and said, tell you what we'll do, we're going to give you a third place check if you take the harness off your horse and leave right now. I'm gone. You don't even have to ask twice, I would have left. I'm thinking, man, I'm in trouble. I leave from the rail. I start from the worst position on the track now. It's deep. She's got flip-flops on. I get around the first turn, and I want to go as slow as I can around the first turn. Aaron's filly's trying to make a break. Right? She's rough. Gabby's C-note or whatever. I'm sure a couple have already run. Like, I got a real good hold of her, and I cut them loose. It took a pretty good hold of her just to cut them loose. I get away in behind him. Now I'm behind the horse I have to beat. In a normal day. In a normal setting. I don't know who the horse is on my back. He's all over my back. I'm waiting to see how the flow is going to develop. We come by the half. Aaron's chasing Gabby C-Note on the front, and I'm climbing all over him, but I'm thinking, don't do it. Don't do it. We start down the backstretch, and I see him look over his shoulder. Obviously, he's wondering if somebody's coming. He's chasing the filly. He's got the earplugs out. I said, all right. I started her to the outside, and immediately she drops the bit a little bit. She's trying to come forward. She's scrambling. I said, ooh, no. I just had visions of them passing me on both sides. I said, all right. I scramble back to the inside. As soon as I do, the 2-horse comes out, and he gets up and wins the race. Now I have to ask myself, same as I would ask you, if I stay in the 2-wide lane, am I a winner? Maybe. But at that very moment, I was in damage control. She raced great. There is no way on earth that filly got a hold of that track. It is absolutely impossible. She raced in a deep track with flip-flops on and finished third and raced very, very, very good. So, 2 very different endings. Sweet on Pete, who I think is a big, strong filly, ended the year. She's literally getting turned out on the way home. Ended the year on a dilapidated race, but it wasn't that she was tired. Mother Nature tired her out. And then Purple Aura raced great. She's got 2 races left, obviously. Purple Aura has the Buckeye Final and the Consolation to the Sire Stakes. 2 races for $75,000 still in her future. Now, 1-2 Skip a Few is going to the fair on Sunday. She's going to the Dover Fair on Sunday, and then Coshocton after that, if she can make it. She also has the Buckeye Final. She punched her ticket yesterday. Congratulations to my partners on her. And so if we're lucky and Skippy finishes out that year, we're asking a lot of this filly, like a lot of this filly. But if she finishes off the year, I just missed my exit. I'm such a moron. If she finishes off the year the way I expect her to, let's see if we can pull this off here. Let's see if we can pull this off. I think we can. Yeah. Highly illegal, but it's done. If she can finish off her year strong, she's going to make the Buckeye Final and the Fair Final. It's no chump change. It's $40,000 we're talking about. So we got Skippy trying to claw her way into the Fair Final. She's already punched her ticket into the Sire Stake Final on the 16th. So lots of racing left for both those fillies still. Sweet on Pete is done for the year now. Had a good year, just a tick shy of 70,000. Mark of 58, certainly nothing to sneeze at. A good year for old Petey. What else happened today? Tanzanite Tricks was third. We got horses racing tonight. We have horses racing tomorrow, maybe? Yes, we got 3 Point Blue Chip and White Tiger racing tomorrow. I'm going to get a good look at them. I'll be in Ontario tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I head back to Ontario with 3 horses. 1 drive tonight. We got Donato Patriot K racing in Northfield Park in race 12, and then tomorrow morning first thing I'm on my way home. So a little bit longer than I wanted to talk about the races today, but that's that. It's done now. A massive mile for Purple Aura in a really, really bad track. I can't explain to you how bad the track was in Delaware. We'll put it this way. If Yes had raced anywhere after race 6, I was scratching him. No 2 ways about it. He was not racing. So our fillies had to race in subpar weather. Sweet on Pete just could not sustain that heavy going with her big heavy gait. It was impossible. And Purple Aura should have been able to, but still found a way to. So great job by her. Great job by both fillies. Just a great year. So we'll finish off the stakes season here in the coming month in September into October. We have the sale this weekend. I keep telling everybody. Now, since I posted the video a little while ago, a number of people have messaged me, have called me, said, Anthony, I'm down, right? I'm in the buckets, or hey, sorry I didn't get a hold of you. Put me down, and I'm going to be a part of that. So thank you for that. We will be buying some horses at the win-back sale. We will be buying some horses at Lexington, at Harrisburg, and online. So there's still lots of horses to look at for Ontario and everywhere else, as long as we have the money to do so. So although I was a little disgruntled, I was a little dumbfounded. I couldn't understand why the buckets for Ontario had moved so slow. Maybe I muddied the water. I was trying to fix what I felt was maybe a deficiency from the Ohio partnership. I think I may have screwed it up. I made it muddied the waters more than I needed to. So we'll go back to something a little more simple for Lexington, which is very important, and it's coming up soon. I'm going to make the 2 partnerships, one for $50,000, one for $200,000 for Lexington. That should suit us just fine. So, without further ado, I'm going to continue down the road. I don't know why my GPS told me to go this way. There must be traffic on the other highway or something. I don't know. Anyway, I will talk to you all very soon. It is a miserable, rotten, filthy day today, but I got one more drive. I literally have to go to where I'm staying in Macedonia, wash all my gear, dry it all, put it all back on, and go get muddy again for Donato Patriot K. So, we'll talk to you all very soon. I hope you're having a drier day than I am, and it could have been worse. Could have been. Talk to you all soon. Take care.